welcome to the final video of Flag Code of India 2002. I start this video with the words of Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, the second President of the Republic of India. He describes the national flag as follows. Bhagwa, or the saffron color, denotes renunciation of disinterestedness. Our leaders must be indifferent to material gains and dedicate themselves to their work. The white in the center is light, the path of truth, to guide our conduct. The green shows our relation to soil, our relation to the plant life here on which all other lives depend. The Ashoka Chakra in the center of the white is the wheel of the law of Dharma. Truth or Satya, Dharma or virtue ought to be the controlling principles of those who work under this flag. Again, the wheel denotes motion. There is death in stagnation. There is life in movement. India shall no more resist change. It must move and go forward. The wheel represents the dynamism of peaceful change. Moving forward to the part 1 of this video, which is the general description of a national flag. It comprises of 4 colors, 3 bands, India saffron, white, India green, and the Ashoka Chakra of navy blue. The Ashoka Chakra must either be screen printed or embroidered on both sides of the national flag. The dimensions of the national flag should be in the ratio of 3:2. The standard size of a national flag in millimeters is as follows. The lowermost is for table flags, while the one above is to be used in motor cars and the one above to be used for VIP aircraft. Moving forward to part 2 of the Flag Code of India 2002. It governs how public, private and educational institutions must hoist and use the national flag of India. No public or private institutions must use the national flag commercially or for use of trade unless certified by the central government of India. The national flag should not be dipped in salute of any person or used in the funeral of a person unless permitted by the government of the time. The national flag of India should not be used as a receptacle except during national days to give flowers at the time of hoisting. The national flag should not be used as a drapery or part of a costume or as a cover for cushions or as handkerchief. The national flag of India should also not be used as a covering for vehicles or at the time of unveiling of a statue to cover the statue. In case of a speech or a podium, the flag should always be above the speaker's head or the extreme right of the podium, that is the extreme left of the audience. Moving on to part 3 of the Flag Code of India 2002. The rules for the central and state government organization and agencies is the same as those in part 2. In addition, there are more rules that are applicable to the government agencies. Most importantly, the flag must be distinctly and highly placed. It should be hoisted from sunrise to sunset in all conditions except under harsh weather. In case of projection from a staff at an angle or horizontally from a window or balcony, the national flag of India should be at the farthest end of the pole. The national flag of India should be hoisted briskly and lowered slowly in a ceremonious manner. The national flag of India, when placed flat on a wall. Horizontally, the saffron band will be the topmost, and in case of it being vertical, the saffron band should be the farthest of the flag. Coming to the incorrect or misuse of the national flag. The national flag of India should not be soiled or torn, and in case it is torn, it should be correctly disposed, preferably by burning. The national flag of India should always hold a position of dignity and honor in all institutions. No other flag or decorative items should be higher than the national flag of India. When the national flag of India is displayed with any other flag of any other country or organization in a cross manner, the national flag should be at the right of the flag, that is the left of the audience. Similarly, when the national flag of India is flown along with other nations' flag or the flag of the United Nations, it should always be at the left of the audience. Similarly, when flags of other nations are flown with the national flag is either flown at the start or at the end, while the flags of other countries are flown in alphabetical order of the country's name in English. The flag may be at the start or the end or in the alphabetical order as is. When the flag is flown with other flags, it should always be at the same height. That is, the flag mast should be of the same height and the flag should be of the same size. The national flag of India is also flown at the official residences of the Prime Minister, President, Vice President and other dignitaries. The national flag of India is hoisted on the official residence while the dignitary resides there. When a dignitary leaves the residence, the national flag is lowered and is hoisted back when the dignitary returns. When the President, Vice President or Prime Minister visits a institution on an official visit, the national flag of India should be flown by the institution as a mark of respect. Similarly, when any foreign dignitary visits an institution on an official visit, the flag of India and that country should be flown by the institution as a mark of respect and goodwill. Next is a very important topic in the case of the national flag of India, that is half-masting. Half-masting is done when any state or central government dignitary passes away. In case the President, Vice President or the Prime Minister of this country passes away, the entire nation mourns the dead. In case of the Chief Justice of India or the Speaker of the Lok Sabha passes away, there is state mourning in the state of Delhi. In case of a passing of a Union Cabinet member, the state mourning is declared in state capitals and in the national capital, Delhi. When the Governor, Lieutenant Governor, Chief Minister of a state or a union territory passes away, there is mourning in the respective state or union territory. If the intimation of the passing away of any of the aforementioned dignitaries comes in the afternoon, the flag is half-masted the next day, given that the funeral of the said dignitary has not been performed before sunrise. Similarly, the flag shall be at half-mast for the entire period of mourning as suggested by the state or central government. The flag shall not be at half-mast in case of any national day, that is Independence Day, Republic Day or Gandhi Jayanti. But the national flag of India may be at half-mast at the top of the building which houses the body of the said dignitary. But the national flag of India shall be hoisted to the top as the body leaves the building. In the case of the death of a head of government or head of state of a foreign nation, the flag of that country may be at half-mast on days like Independence Day, Republic Day or Gandhi Jayanti, but not in case of other dignitaries of other countries. When the flag is half-masted, the flag shall first be taken on an instant to the peak and then lowered. Similarly, in case of lowering, first it should instantly be taken to the peak and then lowered slowly. In cases of state, central, military or paramilitary drill, the flag shall drape the coffin in such a manner that the saffron is at the head of the coffin. The flag shall not be lowered or burned in the fire. In case of mourning in a parade, the flag shall be attached with two black streamers which will be allowed to fall naturally. Thank you everyone for watching this entire video, and we hope you like the video. Please comment if you have any problems or if you like the video. Thank you.